Okay, she buttered you up enough. For everyone that knows me, I'm very emotional and loving, and really this speech is based on the fact that Paul said, "Your wedding's after mine," and well, you better give a good speech. I met Paul about 12, 13 years ago, actually through a girl I was dating. He's kind of an acquaintance. Didn't know him too well, and then one night in PB I met him. Not going to really go into that story. I'll digress on that one. But anyways, Paul ended up hanging out with us that night, and I was with a couple of my buddies at the time who were all here, and Paul instantly hit it off with the whole crew, and we're all really good friends now. To say that Paul's a friend would be an understatement. I think the correct statement is a brother. We get along great. After hanging out for a while with our friends, my roommate at the time had moved out, and Paul said, "Hey, I'm looking for a place to live," so he moved in, and we lived together for, about 3 years. And it was great. People always have their disagreements or issues, especially when you're living in the same house, and that wasn't the case with Paul and I. He's a great roommate. I do not know how to fix anything. I'm the least handy person, and so I had Paul. We lived together for about 3 years. Things were great. Our whole crew knew how great it was. It was a bachelor pad. We were living the time of our life. And then I think Paul went to some wedding. I don't know, I didn't go, but he meets this person called April. And then things changed. So we'll save that for later. But about Paul, I think everybody in this room can agree that Paul's probably one of the most selfless people they ever meet. He'll work 8, 9, 10-hour day, and he'll come over and work another 6 hours on your house, fixing your problems. Fixing his mom's house, doing stuff for his grandmother. And then after that, he'll come over and do whatever you need. And that's just the type of guy he is. Puts everybody in front of himself. River trips, he could never relax because he was fixing everybody's jet skis while everybody else was having a good time. Most of all, and I think Paul and I have this definitely in common, is he's a family man. He cares a lot about his family. He's always talking very highly of his parents, loves his grandmothers very much, his sister, his brother, and his niece and nephew. And that's definitely a priority. And up until about 5 years ago, I'd never say this, but he now truly loves and cherishes a woman. I say this with the most, I say this with the biggest compliment to you. Many had come and gone, and Paul was about as cutthroat as they came, April. I mean, good Lord. And when you came along, I remember when he first met you, there was a whole different attitude about him. The way he talked with you, about you, the way he hung out with you, I was like, this is different. And then all of a sudden, she was living with us. I was like, dude, this is a bachelor house. What are you doing? So Paul's, I think it's actually April's solution, I like to think, was let's steal Paul away from John, and we'll just move in together. And I think they were moved in together in 5 months. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. So, they've been together ever since. And my fiance and I have grown. We've been together about the same time as they have, and we've grown together as a couple with them. And I'll just share the one story with you that a couple months ago we went out to dinner, watched some movies, and then the girls were like, oh, we want ice cream, So Paul and I go down to Vaughn's, and we're sitting here, and I think we have a pint of Chunky Monkey and some Frappuccino. And I look at us, and I look at my watch, and it's 10:30 on a Saturday night. I go, what the hell has become of our lives? And he's like, I don't know. Let's just get back to the house. But today's a special day. And I can honestly say that, Paul was looking forward to this, not a nervous butterfly in his stomach. And April, you're beautiful. And you both are very lucky to have each other. And I know my fiance and I are very lucky to have shared up to this moment with you. I know that we're going to go on our honeymoon together, and I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to raising our families together and our kids being best friends. And, hopefully we both have little boys. Relax. This is my speech. We have little boys, and we play Little League. And it's kind of a joke because if you know my fiance and I, Paul, I'm going to tell you right now that our kids will be best of friends, but in between the white lines of the diamond, if your kid crowds that plate, my kid will knock you down. But after the game, he's going to apologize to your kid because he's going to need his bike fixed when it's broken. Okay? So if everyone would just raise a glass, if you got some whiskey, to a beautiful bride and an awesome groom and a great couple, wish you the best of luck. Love you both. Salud.